Hello guys, welcome to the Mad Scientist Podcast, Episode 3. It's a car ride to ACW in Florida, Port Richey, WrestlePlex, and I'm in the car with Bobby Flaco and King Garuda.
Ayo. What's up, everybody?
Did you just steal Bob's line, Garuda?
Buzz is like one of my very good friends. What you mean? I'm allowed to.
He's allowed. He's very allowed.
All right.
I have his blessing, see?
You have his blessing in English and in Spanish.
Dos idiomas. Las dos.
Sí, señor. Just to add to the introductions, we have the current ACW Cruiserweight Champion, AO the wild card, Bobby Flaco.
Oh yeah.
We have a current, you're a tag team champion, Garuda,
Yeah,
right?
UCW United Atlantic Tag Team Champion.
Yes,
sir.
alongside with Takuri, I believe.
Takuri.
Kicks and flips. It's a championship car. I made a championship from cardboard. It's at home, so I'm a table tennis champion. Triple champs. What a car ride. So guys, we're headed to WrestlePlex Golf Event Center in Port Richey, Florida. View, exactly. Easy for me to say. ACW Saturday night, big show. We're excited. Can you let us know what's going on, Bob?
We are gonna be on Club WWN. We're gonna be on Fight TV. We're gonna be at the WrestlePlex in Port Vegas, the biggest party central there ever was. So if you want to go party and perfect your craft in the ring, that's where you go to Port Vegas. And it's Saturday night, baby. That's how we do. How we do it. Oh yeah.
You want to add anything to it, Mr. Garuda?
Yeah, man, I'm excited. This is, I think, like my 5th time coming to the Gulf View Center. So, it's nice to see all the people from Florida. So, yeah, it's exciting.
Yes, last time, what is it, like a week, 2 weeks ago? When we did 2 weeks ago, yes. Time has been flying for me, busy. But we did the WWA 4 League Wars. Yes, sir.
Oh yeah.
And we're keeping the momentum going with the show tonight. First show of the new year from ACW. We have a lot of very, very good matches. Everybody's going to be involved with a lot of very talented people tonight. We're going to leave that for the audience to see. But we can talk about anything, whatever you guys say. Maybe if you guys are cool with it, you can, Garuda, if you want to tell the story of like, what is your relationship with Bob in a way? How did Bob get into wrestling? That might be interesting for everybody to know.
And
Bob can add to you too.
Yeah, a lot of people may not know this, but me and Bobby Flaco go way back. We actually met we went to the same high school, first of all. We are from the same town, Noonan.
I have a question.
Yes, sir.
Did you go to high school with a mask?
What mask? That's my real face.
Oh, okay.
So,
Look like that. He's been shiny and all kind of colors in the face for years.
Right.
I knew it.
El chameleon, a chameleon.
Whoa. Chameleon.
Yes, change colors, camouflage. But yeah, we met in high school. We met at a party actually. Yeah. I got invited to a party in high school, and it was freaking Bobby Flaco's party.
Bobby Flaco's party.
And I reckon he was fucking popular back in high school. Everybody know who the fuck Bob was. So I was trying to like hang out with the cool kids as well.
So you're telling us that Bob was here before he was here?
Ooh, Bob's been here.
Oh shit. Yeah, you're damn right. He's been here. What you mean?
He's always been here,
right? So and then I used to skip class sometimes, and I was cool with this specific teacher, a Spanish teacher in high school. And sometimes I will, he will let me stay in his class because I will help, the rest of the students with their Spanish, right? As long as I told him, I'll help you as long as you don't snitch on me and you don't tell the other teachers where I was. So like he's a real like one of the coolest teachers. Huh?
You were helping out Bob with Spanish? Or?
No, I was already good at Spanish, but that same teacher was Bob's Spanish teacher.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I remember seeing him in the classroom when I would go, and skip my other classes. So
Okay.
I remember Bob from there too.
There you go.
Yeah, but we me and him, we go way back. That's my carnal right there, my hermano, my brother. So we met in high school, and then life, I guess we didn't really see each other for a while until I think it was just one of those random days where I guess you on social media and you see someone online, and or like you could just be making like you post a status and someone likes it or comments on it. I think we made plans to watch WrestleMania or something. Bob.
Yeah, you came through to watch WrestleMania at the crib.
I forgot what WrestleMania it was.
Was it the Rumble? Or was it the Rumble? No, it was WrestleMania.
It was WrestleMania because I remember AJ Styles. I think it was his either first or second WrestleMania. I don't remember exactly, but it was actually not too long ago. But we made plans to watch it, and I believe Bob was staying in Kennesaw. Right, yeah. So he was staying in Kennesaw at that time, and this was way before he started training, or he was, Bobby Flaco. I mean, he's been Bobby Flaco, but you know what I mean. But so he was, I believe he was roommates with this cool kid. Fucking
another cool kid.
Yeah. Fuck, man. Oh my God, like my brain is like.
That's fine. Probably Bob.
Talking about Dan?
Yeah, Dan. Oh my God, I'm
Dan.
so sorry.
Is that Dan the Dad?
He's gonna kill me.
Not Dan.
I forget.
No.
Dan the Dad is cool too.
Yeah.
Shout out to Dan the Dad.
He was there. He was. I believe he was having carne asada. In the back. Yeah, it was like a party, and I came along with another fellow wrestler, and we watched WrestleMania. We had chelas, you know how we do.
Oh.
It was fun, and then at that time I was already trained.
Okay.
By the GOAT Air Fox or whatever. I was already doing shows.
So you were training at the WWA for
yeah,
the
I was
time?
already training. Yeah. So and this was actually by the time that we were still at Club Wax, behind Club Wax.
Oh yeah.
The old building.
The old building.
Yeah.
The old days.
So
what I've
you
been.
didn't know this, but Bob, he has some wrestling background as well. He did wrestling in high school.
Amateur wrestling, right, Bob?
Amateur wrestling.
Yeah. Just high school.
So, he knew what was, he had an idea of what was going on. And I told him, you should come check out this school sometime.
Oh, you asked Bob to come to the
yeah,
school?
and also, but before that, we went to an local indie wrestling show in Atlanta one time. And
is that the Mucha Lucha shows?
No, it was
AWE. That was AWE, yeah.
Atlanta Wrestling Entertainment.
That shit was fire.
Yeah. So I believe this is what actually made Bob, wanted to, try this, give it a shot and see.
Well, let's see what Bob's takes on it is.
Yeah, I mean the rest is history.
There you go. What can you add something to it, Bob, or what do you think? What is it?
Something?
Yeah, no, he's exactly right, man. We go way back since high school, from the days when the Bob's Farm was called the State of Bob.
Whoa!
And we would just
the State of Bob.
Yeah,
The SOB.
That should be on the arena.
Dude, the State of Bob. Put some chairs in the field and call it a day. But no, yeah, we go back from then, and he's a huge part of me learning how much Spanish I know is hanging out with Carlos and like all of our friends from high school and stuff like that, and being in Spanish class while he was skipping, and that Spanish class is the only class I took seriously.
Which is pretty cool, because I think we talked about it too, how like just knowing a different language kind of like changes the way you think in a way, and just gives you more like options of like knowing other people, knowing other like culture, music,
A different perspective.
Yeah.
It forces you to connect. Like I don't know if force is the right word, but like if you did want to connect with somebody and you got a language barrier and you're trying to speak their language, like that's a connection, you know what I mean? And it's a different perspective on everything. You learn how to you don't have to put sentences together a certain way. Like it's a beautiful thing. Like it opens a lot of doors for sure.
Yeah, can I open just a quick bracket here? I agree with what Garuda says, like gives you perspective. And by the way, this is like at least like a bilingual car ride.
Oh yeah.
Bob speaks Spanish and English. Garuda speaks Spanish and English. I'm trying to speak English, a little bit of Bulgarian, poquito español.
Yeah, he knows a lot of Spanish actually.
I know all the
doesn't
curses.
think he does, but he does. I'll be surprised sometimes.
Mamacitas.
He be coming into school and he just be saying random things in Spanish. I'm like, who taught you that? He has good pronunciation as well.
I love the fact that we got Fox like hollering across the thing like,
Orale!
Oh,
Yeah. That's funny. It's so true. Fox will randomly start yelling shit in Spanish.
I walk in and Fox is like, "Que pedo, güey."
It seems like, to me at least, Fox every 3 or 4 weeks he has like a catchphrase that he sticks with it, and then like it's on to the next one.
Yeah. You got to move through the material quickly, you know.
Yeah. You don't want to get boring fast.
But yeah, language is My dad told me that when I was a kid. Like you can learn a bunch of dumb shit in school if you want to. He didn't say that, but the language is definitely gonna open a door, like period, like pretty much no matter what like job you're in. Like you can learn how to do math, but then you work at you're a landscaper, like you know what I mean, like that's not gonna maybe help as much. And Spanish in particular is just so useful in this country.
Yeah, like the most useful language after English.
Yeah, for sure.
And especially I think also with wrestling, you have like a whole different world with the lucha libre.
Yeah, it's opened opportunities up there for sure. Something that they wanted people that work there for sure. And I've translated for people in big matches at Mucha Lucha. You know what I mean? I remember it was like Dragon Lee versus Joey Lynch, and I had I had just curtain jerked, and I was like talking to him and like helping him translate and shit. It's something that's always there. It keeps your brain moving. It makes you feel productive. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and it's a good opportunity, as you said. Just like I think recently you had like, and I was like super surprised in a very good way, very very cool to see you wrestled Allison Kate in one of was it Atlanta show?
Yeah, that was at AWE, the fucking show that actually inspired me to become a professional wrestler.
Full circle.
That's the one that took him to.
What Carlos was talking about, yeah.
Nice.
I don't know who that is, bro.
But that motherfucker.
We just passed the guy.
Yeah, I went with Dan and Garuda. Me, Dan and Garuda went saw that shit. Ashton Starr let us in, man. Ashton Starr let us in, man. Shout out to him for that. And yeah, I never even saw training before, and then I went to WWA4 and trained. But yeah, dude, that's a wild match. I've had 2 awesome intergender matches this year, and they've all been because I just went to a show and like helped out or whatever. But yeah, Allison K's top notch, like for real, like no doubt. She was just so professional with everything, and I only got the match because I set up the whole ring basically. Like not to say like that, but I was pretty lucky. Like somebody didn't show up, and the promoters, I was gonna be on the next show anyways, but a huge opportunity, and just to make that match come off as awesome as it did was cool, man. I had a blast.
Yeah, and it's I can add something to it. It's like I assume that you probably know Allison K from The Shine and Evolve and all that. We've been to like a bunch of trips. You've been to way more trips than I have. But it's kind of cool to see people like you, Bob, with Garuda, and other guys that are like, as we said before, in the car. I feel like you guys are like on a different level, like in the independence wrestling than a lot of guys at the school. But you're still like humble enough to like help with the setups, be part of the crew, like do the things that I assume that you already paid your dues in a way, at least for some of the shows. But still, like you show up, you have your gear, you help out, like even with everybody. And if something comes out of it, great. If it doesn't, you're on to the next show. And then there's no ego, there's no like being selfish. It's just
No
like
hard
being,
feelings.
yeah,
Yeah, I mean that's how I recall Fox telling us, you know.
yeah,
Being
and
professional.
and Fox himself, I've seen him like help out at the Evolve setups, and for the night he'll have like the main event with like a
Yep.
super big spot. Yeah, that's like I like how he teaches us. It's not like go do this, but like let's do this like together.
It's not go do it. No, it's not go do it because you have to, and then once you've paid your dues, then you can sit around when 3 people are struggling to take a ring down. Nah, you just help motherfuckers out.
Yeah, and it can be fun time too, cracking jokes and just like talk about life, and it doesn't necessarily have to be all the time about wrestling because everybody has like different backgrounds and personalities, and it's, as you said, Bob, it's all, sometimes it's even like most times it's about connecting to people, and you never know, like people in wrestling are like so different, so interesting, so it's cool to sometimes just get to know the people behind the characters.
Yeah, absolutely. And then, but that's a good way to go about it too. But then again, I never put a resume together. I'm not emailing places, you know. I'm getting up and driving there, but who's to say I'm not missing out on opportunities like with that too? You know, everybody's got their way they go about it. But I like to be up and close and personal. Like I never got a job that I applied for online. I went up to the store and knocked on the door. You know, can I? Oh no,
You can knock on it, yeah. There's a knock. Probably, we hope so.
Knock, knock. If you didn't hear it, I just knocked on the microphone as if to say, I'm knocking on the door, looking for
Whoa,
a job.
who's it?
Yeah, Bob's here.
¿Qué pedo?
Que pedo? But yeah, that's the way I prefer to go about it. That's what we were talking about.
Do you by any chance want to learn how to say Bob is here in Bulgarian?
I would absolutely love to.
Okay, it's easy. Bob is Bob. So you can just say Bob etuk.
Bob etuk.
Bob etuk.
Bob etuk.
Bob
And,
etuk.
means Bob's here.
Say it. Express it loudly so that I can.
Bob etuk.
Bob etuk. Okay, yeah, that's what I needed to know how to enunciate.
There's like a little separation between. It's not etuk as one word.
Yeah.
It's like Bob, etuk.
Bob etuk.
So a means is.
Is right. Bob
etuk.
Is Bulgarian like a Latin language?
It's we have Cyrillic alphabet, so it's kind of closer to the Russian alphabet. But here's a trivia for you guys. Actually, the Russian alphabet and a bunch of like the Slavic alphabets, they use the Cyrillic, came from the Bulgarian alphabet. It was made for Bulgarian people back in the medieval times. So you can go check it out, Wikipedia, whatever. Facts. But Bob, you said that you had 2 intergender matches that you were like very happy with, very proud of this year. The one that we talked about was Allison Kane. She's like pure class. I've seen her evolves and shines, and she's like so cool, so down to earth. What was the other one?
I wrestled Billy Starks,
Billy Starks,
who is also very good at wrestling, but there's very different stories to Allison Kate. Billy Starks is 16 fucking years old.
What?
Yeah, and her.
I didn't know she was 16. Really?
Her and her
What?
family. Her family's very involved in all of her like travels. You know, I spoke. Pretty much had to. When the promoter asked me to wrestle her, I pretty much had to ask her parents. But same thing. I was just there helping out or whatever, and a match fell through. And I had an awesome time with her doing that match as well. It's a different style, you know. Allison Kay is about damn as big as me. She's a machine. But we had like a different style match. It was still a party though. It wasn't let me clench up my fist because I'm not gonna hit a girl. Like nah, we like partied and wrestled, and it was just a lot of fun. You know what I mean? Somebody slipped on a banana peel and somebody took advantage. Like it was fun. It was good. She's also been educated by a lot of very, very, very smart wrestlers.
There you go.
And it was fun.
Yeah, and also it's like I've trained jiu-jitsu, and as you said, like of course you're not gonna go ahead and hit the girl and all that.
Allison Kay trains jiu-jitsu.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah, I think I've seen that, but it's like I've trained in jiu-jitsu, and when you start, pretty much I guess with most martial arts.
I train Mexican judo.
There you go. It's like the first like
You
month.
know who you're messing with.
Oh. But pretty much in the beginning, I don't know if you guys will agree with me. Like in the first couple months, you're like a punching bag for the people. Everybody's trying moves on you. Everybody's like trying to like lock a thing on you, and you have no idea what you're doing. At least I was like that. So when I was training jiu-jitsu, of course it humbles you down. Like you get rid of your ego very fast, because if you do, like you're not gonna get anywhere. And I'm not ashamed to say that I've been tapped out by girls. It's like if you're a better fighter, if you have better technique, it's like you get tapped out. You can't really like if you get choked, you have one way out. Either you fade out or you tap out. So yeah. But yeah, man, there's like a certain, I guess, psychology behind. You can talk, Garuda.
We're messing with the AC.
Yeah.
We're trying to mess with the AC.
What do you want to do?
I'm burning up. There you go.
Okay.
Feels good.
Garuda's
Maybe
hot back there.
can we do it at 2? Just so that we don't have the noise, like the little circle.
You fix it. I'm sorry.
It's
I
fine.
just don't want to start sweating and you start smelling
Well,
chilaquiles.
I like you when you sweat, bro.
Well, they're not gonna smell
what?
it through the microphone, but
Thank you.
That's a good. Maybe if we have
Probably
a.
flatter or scared.
I don't take it your way, bro.
so yeah, back on track. Yeah, girls are and man, it's combat sports. Girls are tough. Girls can beat you up. Like Allison K with my ass. You know what I mean?
I don't want to fight Ronda Rousey. Like she's gonna mess me up. So yeah. There's of course, I agree with what you said, Bob. There's a certain way that you can make the match so it doesn't seem like it's an extreme.
Yeah.
But there's always a way to make it work, and there's psychology behind it. And I think also it's like just like with different styles of matches, it's like probably has a little bit different psychology behind it, and it's good practice too.
Oh yeah, absolutely. It's a better. They say you don't reinvent the wheel, but it's a different challenge every time for sure. To tell something that the little kids to tell a story that the little kids in the first row are gonna buy and they're gonna get behind. You know what I mean? And they're gonna like feel. So yeah, it presents awesome challenges that are really cool to overcome and learn from for sure. It was a good experience.
Yeah, and it's like, just like with the women's revolution in wrestling that has been going for a while, you see a lot of like more and more girls getting into wrestling, and that's pretty cool to me. It's like in the end of the day, it's a variety show. So the more the merrier, in my opinion. There's room for everybody, and as long as, like, in my opinion, as long as your goals are to make your opponent look good, have a good time, of course put up on like a fight and a show, and whatever the story is, like take the people on a like a emotional ride in a way, and hopefully deliver, make them when they spend the money, make the money that they spend worth, and make them have a good time or make them sad, whatever the case is. As long as you make them feel any emotions, I think that's like successful.
I agree. Make them feel something.
Make them feel. Garuda, we talked with you last time about your masks and having different designs, and I think like you look super professional, and your mask is unique. And
Thank you.
how did you come up with the mask?
Okay. So when I was younger, like my goal was to either be a professional soccer player or a pro wrestler, one of the two, right? And then in high school, in varsity, I had an injury and messed up my knee.
Oh, sorry.
So goodbye soccer career.
See ya.
And then plan B was wrestling. So since I already had an idea of what I wanted to do, one or the other, I did a little sketch when I was younger. So that's that design, like the mask design.
Okay, like a drawing, yeah.
Yeah, like I did it myself, and I did it when I was like 11 or 12.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So you're telling us that the design of your mask, you came up when you were like 11?
Yeah. Oh
wow.
Yeah, I was like, this is gonna be me if I ever become a wrestler, a pro wrestler.
That's great, man. Because last night at the WWA 4, we had our January 1st show, Victory 2.
Yeah.
And it's one of our biggest shows of the year, even though it's the beginning of the year. Everybody stepped up, everybody killed it. Of course. it's the WWA 4 mentality, helping everybody out, but also like making sure that everybody steps up. And there was like maybe 4 or 5 kids in the crowd, and they all loved you, man. Like, cause you look like a real life superhero.
Oh man, thank you. Yeah, it was kind of awkward too because in my match,
Yep.
I wrestled Isaac Fox, right? And
Yes, sir.
I was the
Shout out to Isaac.
that flying fox. I was the more aggressive guy or whatever, and I was having fun. I was getting carried away, right?
Did you chop him?
I was.
Did you chop him?
The fuck out of him. He just texted me this morning. He said that them bitches hurt. Hang on, me.
Uno más.
Uno más. But yeah. So I was talking crap, and at one point, I look at one of these little kids that was cheering. He was actually cheering for both of us because even when I said when I was beating up Isaac, and this little kid looks at me, and I'm like, so this is who you're rooting for? This your boy?
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm rooting for both of you.
There you
and
go.
I wanted to laugh so hard, but I just couldn't.
Nice.
But yeah, I was trying to look as professional as I can, and I really take my whole gear stuff serious, so I was trying to look good or whatever.
Yeah, you definitely do, and I have no idea how many sets of gears you have because I think
Right now I got about 20 probably.
oh wow, because I was about to say almost every show that I see you at,
Yeah.
most of the time you have a different set of gear that I haven't seen, and that's we're talking about mask, we're talking about what do you do is it a suit?
Yeah, it's like a little jumpsuit thing.
Okay, but it's the entire thing is different, and it's all blends together. It's not like you have a black one and you just change the masks. No, it's
Yeah.
you have an entire pink one, you have an entire gold one, you have I think a red one, you had the Batman one. I think you did that one. Did you do that in Neza?
Yeah. The Batman one is one of my favorite ones. It's all black on black, and one half of the mask is like me, Garuda, and the other half is Batman. And a lot of people liked it too. In the back, they were telling me, "Oh man, this is sick! I love this mask." They were asking me if I was selling it. I was like, "No, I'm wearing it tonight."
Yeah, it's definitely was a very cool moment. We mentioned in the last podcast how after your match at Neza, Yutakuri, Zenshi,
and Extreme Tiger, Tigre Uno from Impact or TNA.
Yeah, Extreme Tiger. How after the match, people were so touched emotionally by your match that they started giving you money, and that which is a lucha tradition. That's the first time I see it in person. It was so cool, and we already talked about that, but I just wanted to mention it again because that was super dope.
Yeah.
What do you guys think about Garuda mentioned it, selling your gear, to collectors and things like that? Let me ask Bob first, I guess. What do you think about selling your gear?
I'm interested to know what the market would be like for some of my gear.
Okay, are you open to that? Dinero.
Yeah,
So
I don't know.
are you open to that idea? Because I know some people are I talk with people that are nah, I'm not doing that. That's very sentimental for me. And some people are hell yeah, just give me a good price. So what is your opinion on that?
Well, if I'm King Garuda, maybe I'm holding on to my gear. Or I'm gonna sell it for an expensive price. But if I'm Bobby Flaco, who buys leggings and tight jeans from City Trends,
but still, you make them popular.
yeah, exactly. So you can message Damian Tangra or myself. With
Where can they message
any of my gear? Because I will definitely sell you that shit.
Where can they message you at?
Bobby Flaco on Facebook. Bobby Flaco on Twitter.
That's the
Bobs04 on Instagram. And I got a shit ton of fucking tights, and I got a shit ton of fucking pants. So I'm with it.
205 live gear. You know where to find it.
Yeah. The bidding on the 205 live gear can start
From 205.
I'm actually wearing it right now.
Oh, there you go.
I'm actually wearing the leopard forest tiger tights from 205.
So you're adding more value to it.
Exactly.
More shows.
Yeah.
What is your opinion on selling your gear, Garuda?
I mean, yeah, I don't see why not. you know, I feel like over time you reinvent yourself. So, you just get new gear or whatever, and the old one. I mean, I do get like the perspective of having like kind of sentimental value on some gear, I guess, because you wore it at a certain show that meant a lot to you, or I don't know, it can be for a lot of different reasons. But yeah, I mean, I'm open. Like I would sell it. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't mind making a little extra cash.
Yeah, and it can help you, like as you said, reinvent yourself. So
Yeah.
if you sell your gear, it can help you like invest in new gear and just like take it to the next level, I guess.
Yes, sir. Could use that money for gas or snacks.
Snacks time.
Yep.
Snacks are always good.
Sounds good.
My take on it is like some of the gears, it's like very sentimental to me, and like what Bob said, it's like I guess my gear is not as unique as Garuda's, where it's like everything is custom and all that. But like for example, my very first tights, they have sentimental value to me, but also the thing is they don't fit me anymore, so I can't really use them. So yeah, I'm open to selling some of the stuff, but some of the things that kind of like, I don't know if you guys remember how Fox told us, like at certain points in his career he feels like he's at a different level, so he kind of like changes his gear, or like he'll have like a longer hair or something to mark like in his head the next step that he takes. If you remember, like he used to wear gloves, like he talked about how taking getting rid of the gloves. He had like the whatever the tights, getting rid of the tights.
He doesn't really do hats no more.
Yeah, no hats. He had dreads for a little bit, and then there was like no dreads. So I kind of like that too. Why you like? Yeah, but I kind of like that. Also, his idea of like in different times of your career, marking like, because when you look at the pictures and even the matches, just from your outfit or like how you look, you can tell like, okay, this is where I was like involved with this and this promotion, or this was like my second or third or fourth whatever year of like wrestling. And you can just tell it by just like looking at you, not like I guess this was like I don't really know when I wore this pants. No, like, and to me I have like I try to do like different hairstyles now, and that will like help me like mark it, like when I felt like I was at a certain level, now maybe a next level, and then like I know like, oh, if I see this hairstyle, it's like it means business.
That makes sense. That's a good way to think about it. I definitely see it with Fox. I remember him saying that now. Yeah, even subconsciously, that probably just happens, like you get, not that you feel like you get better and you get some new fucking clothes, but like, you know what I mean? We're just evolving and changing. Like, I can only wear a certain pair of tights so many times, gotta move on to the next one. Your body too, like the progress you make with your body is a good way to monitor that.
Yeah,
progress,
exactly.
For sure.
Yeah, and we mentioned Victory 2 last night at WWE 4. We had, of course, very safe environment, masks. We had some people in attendance, but it was
just because people keep asking. We're at the point right now where like 2 or 3 of the guys from the show can invite a couple people to see them. Everybody. If we open the doors, not to say like we're the most popular thing, but there's a lot of people that would come and cause problems. Not cause problems, but there's just too much volume. So we're allowing certain people to bring friends and stuff like right now, with masks and precautions and very limited amounts. But hopefully we'll get the full party back soon. We don't want to do nothing to compromise what we got going on. So,
the safety of the wrestlers and of course the safety of the crowd too. As you said, we have like. Everybody can invite 1 or 2 people at most, and we just like keep changing like who gets to invite whoever, so we keep it like very low volume and very safe.
Gary's always invited.
Gary has the gold membership, VIP. And by the way, shout out to Gary Lynch, always ready. What is it? Ready to film on Instagram.
Ready to film on Instagram.
Ready to film? Is
I
it?
think it's ready to film on
Ready
Instagram.
to film, and I'm still waiting for that match, Air Fox versus Gary. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, that's a print dollar signs for sure.
Go to set 3 stages of hell.
Yep.
Just for the people that maybe are not aware of who Gary is, I'm gonna give you like a quick story. Gary is one of our most consistent supporters at the WWE 4. He takes videos of us and posts highlights. And before COVID, he was there. I would say like if not 100%, 95% of the shows, almost every time. And when was it the last New Year's show? I think it might have been the last New Year's show Victory won, when there was like a raffle, and also there was a award for like the best, I guess, fan from the crowd, best member from the crowd, and Gary won that. But in his speech, Gary accidentally said that he has been following the WWE 4 since Fox was a rookie. And Fox was presenting the award, so I think that Fox did not like that fact, so he kicked him. And I believe Gary is in his 60s, I believe, 50s at least. So 60s, yes. So he kicked him, and
No,
what
I
is
was I was just laughing.
what is yeah what
No,
is
he's gotta be 50s maybe. I don't know.
he looks young, he's agile, but
He probably do a better backflip than me. So.
the thing is, Fox kicked him in a rather real way, and Gary did not expect that. So that started the whole feud, and I can't wait to see it like culminating in a match, and it will happen. I know it will happen.
WrestleMania 46.
WrestleMania 46. You have it here. It's the scoop. But yeah, last night, very safe environment. We had a very, very cool show at the WWE 4 Victory 2. Bobby Flaco wrestled Skrilla.
Oh yeah, big Skrills, man.
Skrill's opening the show with the Mexican music and the beats and everything. And
jamming, bro, to that cumbia.
To
Glad I didn't have a dance.
Cumbias. Okay, so you talk about the outfit change representing a stage in your career. I think that my entrance change representing a stage in my career right now, as a transition from, you guys always know that I'm big on the Spanish music, but it was more of like a reggaeton thing.
yeah, it's party time.
Yeah, but cumbia music is just the funnest shit there ever was, man. Makes you want to get up and accomplish something and party at the same time, which those two things don't often go hand in hand unless you're getting drunk and listening to cumbia and cleaning the house and saca las chelas, güey. Yeah, but so that's a lot of fun. But yeah, that was dope. Skrilla's been training. He just started coming to the WWA 4. Kind of put the final twists and knots, kind of dot some I's and cross some T's there for Skrilla.
Whoa.
Great. For underneath AR Fox, we had a banger yesterday. It was fun.
Yes, sir. It was fun, and as you said, just with your entrance, everybody was like grooving to the music, and that's how you know you have a good entrance. And King Garuda wrestled Isaac Fox.
Fox. Yeah, it was a fun match. Like I said earlier, Isaac has a lot of potential, and we had a lot of fun. It was good. We're probably gonna upload it soon, so y'all can check it out yourselves.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen, and we were like, you can definitely check it out on the WWE 4 page, WWE 4 Instagram. They should have the live feed uploaded as well. We always try to do the live streaming at either Instagram or Facebook or both. We're trying
both. We
yeah.
did both because I checked and we got like some nice angles.
We try to be everywhere, but I'm gonna talk about my match just a little bit. I wrestled ZZ Zuriel.
Who do you wrestle? My bad, Damien. Who do you wrestle?
I wrestled ZZ
Zuriel.
So it's actually my very first time wrestling ZZ, and he had a very, very good show at the League Wars against the Curry, and I think that he really stepped up, and I was like very happy with his performance there. And I couldn't participate at the Thursday show for the New Year's because we had like night 1 and night 2 of the Victory 2 free preview. So I was part of the night 2, and me and ZZ, we put the match together like pros a couple hours before the show, and kudos to him because I don't know if he's comfortable doing that right now, but he's at a level of his career that I can see him like getting more and more open to the independent style of wrestling and just going to a bunch of shows, meeting new people, and having killer matches with them. And he was very open to my ideas. I think I was open to his ideas. The goal always is to try to make each other look good, and I have absolutely no heat with him. He's very cool to be around, very funny, very energetic, smiling. He's happy to be there, and you can tell that. And he has very good, I think, attitude towards learning and taking criticism and everything, and that's how you grow. So we had the match done, and a week before that, because I had to work, I talked with Fox, and I told him that I asked him, "Hey Fox, can I get like a little firework for my entrance?" And he was like, "What exactly do you mean?" I told him like, "I'm just gonna grab like a little fountain firework, but it's like just goes up and then goes out." It's like, yeah, that should be cool. So I did that. I got ready for my entrance. I did like a little intro for my entrance. Whenever I have big shows, I try, just like Bob said, like with your entrance, to mark a moment. So I try to make it like more Bulgarian, more like traditional for me. And I did like a little intro to my song and everything, and had a little pyro set up and everything. Not pyro, but like fireworks set up. And then before the show, when we tried to do like the final touches of the show, like Fox and Ayla said, and by the way, no fireworks tonight. And like in my head, I died a little. I was like, man, that was the coolest part of my entrance. Like, and I thought about it so much, and like where to position it, how to be safe, how to be everything. I had a water bottle and everything like on the line, and I bought the same firework the day before that for New Year, just to try it out to see how it goes. And it was like the smallest fountain, and then it came down. Yeah. So the show starts, and I'm still like, okay, I know I'm gonna try to have a good match and have fun and everything, but I wanted to put so much effort into the entrance, so I have to light the firework up. So I found a way to like talk to Fox really quick, and I told him, "Man, can I like do a small firework?" Yeah. It's like, how small is it? Like, it's like just a little fountain, very little. And mind you, again, I tried it like the night before. Super small fountain, goes down, and it was like 10 seconds. I was like, man, that's perfect. That's exactly, no smoke, nothing. It was perfect. So he's like, yeah, cool, let's do it. I set it up so that it's like away from the people and all that, super safe. I light it up, and then lights off, music hits, little firework, and I'm like, hell yeah, now it's gonna go down. I look like a badass. I'm not even looking at the firework, and then I start hearing like the lights become bigger, and like, wait, what the fuck is going on with this firework? It wasn't like that. So it turns out the firework I had a day before that was a dud. And I thought the firework was a smaller one. It wasn't as small. So it was like, it made up for the entrance and all that, but I thought I would get yelled at by Ayla, but it was all safe. We put it down, and it was all good. We did the match with ZZ. It gave me like, I think, a kind of like cooler moment to go out with the flag and the firework, and I had some of my Bulgarian friends there, so that was pretty special to them as well. And it was cool. I had fun wrestling ZZ. It went very good, and I'm open to wrestling him again. It was definitely a good time, and I think everybody stepped up that night, and we killed it.
Oh yeah, we did. Always killing it at the floor, man. Get me a little way. That shit was a lot of fun. All right, Damien.
All right, guys.
Let's talk about something.
Okay, we talked about the four. What do you guys like about being trained under Fox? I don't know who wants to go first.
Excuse me.
What does that mean?
Dude, Fox is the best. Everybody knows that shit, man. Fox is the best person to train under. Nobody, just the whole A4, like nobody like trains like him. Like nobody trains the attitude and the etiquette and the respect and the little things of wrestling and like the psychology and the holding yourself accountable and even the way you talk to people around the WWA floor has to be like a certain like respectful way. Not and not like Fox is running a boot camp, but like there's no we got a famous saying, there's no rocks in the garden. Like we're all on board. We're all gonna ride the train to the top. You know what I mean? Fox is the man.
Yeah, and as you said, it comes from the top to the bottom.
Yeah.
It's it's like you probably noticed with I'm not talking about wrestling, but just like some people like in life in general, how they'll tell you like, well, you have to do this, and this, but then they don't do it themselves.
Yeah.
With Fox, it's the opposite. Like he teaches us how to act, as you said, how to carry ourselves inside the ring, outside of the ring, inside of wrestling, outside of wrestling, and then he does the same thing. Like we see him at the shows, and I think at least to a certain extent I take it for granted, like just to have his like knowledge around us so much and his opinion.
Yeah.
But like I remember like one of my first times that I went to like some of the Evolve loops with him. Just when he steps in the room, like people look at him and they kind of like, you can feel like how they respect him. It's very hard to describe. You just have to feel it. And but still, he's like humble, down to earth, and very respectful when he calls his matches, when he's like interacts with people from bottom up, everybody. And I definitely agree with you on that, Bob. Garuda, do you want to like add something about Fox's teachings?
Yeah, like really it's a lot of things, but the one that I can think of right now on the top of my head is the like the energy that he transmits to all of us.
Oh yeah.
You know, that mentality that he has, like he passes it down to us. You know, like, trying to be the best, trying hard. We work hard. So yeah, it's contagious.
Yes, I think contagious is the right word. And now that you say it, I mean, I definitely noticed it, but now that you say it, it makes me like even think more about it. Yeah, also how like he eats, sleeps, breathes wrestling. Like I can like get burned out like watching wrestling too much, or being at like 2, 3, 4, 5 shows at a week. Maybe not 5 shows, but a lot of shows from the weekend. I can definitely like get burned out a little bit, and then have to like have a day where it's like no wrestling at all to like recharge. I feel like with Fox, he cannot get like enough wrestling, and that definitely, as Garuda said, is like it captures you, it cultivates you. And also what I like about Fox too is, as Bob said, we don't have any like set structures for being taught like different things about wrestling, but he kind of, especially when we get like a newer person into school, he goes with the flow, and he sees how comfortable they are doing some of the moves, doing some of the trainings, the drills, and whatever the case might be, even the workouts. But the goal always is to push each other to be better, and not to like, we're not dragging anybody down. If we're gonna get up, we're gonna get up because somebody stepped up, and then we have to catch up on him, but in a good way. And I really enjoyed that. It's like you might see a new person step in today, and we're gonna be learning like headlocks, moving in the ring, a shoulder tackle, just normal stuff. And then like 3 weeks later, you can see somebody stepping in for the first time in the ring. If they're like athletic enough, we might start doing like ranas, arm drags, even like some lucha spots.
Yeah, it's all something that can be learned from that day. We'll take the person who needs to learn the most to catch up and bring them up with us, so that they can learn on our level too. And that's the goal of training every day, is to elevate every single person to where we're at. Just because somebody can't do like a drill, I mean, you can't like, obviously it's not gonna happen perfect every time, but just because we're doing something that everybody can't do, we'll get through it and try to elevate the person to bring them up and have them there with us and be able to break it down the way that we do. And just support everybody. There shouldn't be nobody sitting around because they're not like quote unquote like ready. Like nah, wrestling is something that everybody can be taught, at least by AR Fox, if they want to.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, and it's interesting, as you said, Bob. Like, I don't know how many examples can I give, but it's like we have newer people that start, and by the end of their first or second day, they're gonna be in a practice match that's like 10 minutes long. It might be a tag, it might be singles, whatever Fox feels like it. But in this way, in my opinion, he gets the anxiety out of them, the stress out of them, and once they have like 3, 4, 5 training matches under their belt, they're like, now they're not scared to have like a 5-minute like match on the fly, to have like a improvised like spot. They're not afraid to like mess up, because they know like as long as you keep going, as long as you kind of like if you come up with a character and just do some character work, you're fine.
Absolutely.
As you said, you can't be perfect, but you can tweak it your own way.
Absolutely. So Damien, I gotta ask you something.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about you coming to Ohio and
Whoa.
Georgia. Yeah,
Whoa,
I
okay.
know the golden rule of podcasts is it's not about the hosts, but
Yeah. Like what? The question is me coming from Ohio to Georgia.
from Bulgaria to Ohio, maybe like the one day where you were like, oh shit, I'm going, like
Okay.
I'm actually gonna do this.
Okay. Yeah, I like that. I'll try to make the long story like kind of shorter for just so that I don't bore anybody. Yeah, I was born in Bulgaria. I started like learning English, I think when I was second grade, but it's like British English. So when I first got to the States, I came on a students brigade, kind of like a students exchange program, but it was in Ohio. Actually, I tried to come to Georgia because of the WWA 4 in 2014, but I guess there was like a big storm when my job interview was supposed to occur. I think it might have been for McDonald's, but when it was supposed to happen, I was like waiting on Skype and everything, and it didn't happen because I guess because the storm. So that fell through, and what my agency told me, they were like, do as many interviews as you can so that then you can decide what job you can take, just to have opportunities. And I'm like, yeah, that sounds good to me. So the Georgia thing fell through. I didn't get like many other job offers from Georgia, which kind of bummed me out a little bit. But I got some from Ohio, and I had some of my friends from Bulgaria that went to that place in Ohio. It's called Put in Bay. It's a small island there. So they told me very good things about it. So I ended up going there, worked there for a couple of summers. My second summer, so 2015, I was here with my best friend, and he has his uncle in Georgia. So he wanted to come see his uncle because they can't see each other like all the time. So we did like a little trip to Georgia, and I was like, you know what? If I'm here, if I'm so close to the A4, and that was like one of my goals initially to come to the States, like to do pro wrestling. If I'm so close, let me just like sign up for like a little camp, and they had like the 3-day camp. So I signed up for that in 2015. As Garuda said, it was still behind Club Wax. So I was like very shocked by that. I expected like a very glamorous school and all that. It wasn't. It was like a warehouse. It wasn't so glamorous, but it's where you learn. So, and I loved it. I was in those 3 days, all I was taught, and it wasn't by Fox. Fox was kind of around, but not too much. I was taught just how to like do the wrist lock, hammer lock, just like basic chaining, and I was super happy. I think I took like 5 bumps and ran the ropes. That was it, and I was like super happy about it. And I remember like actually I think Bob was there, AC Mac was there, Takuri was there, Cav was there, Cav's brother BMX Bobby B was there, a lot of guys, Ashton, Talon.
What year?
2015.
Oh yeah, no, I wasn't there.
You wasn't there? Okay, so 2016 you were there.
2017. Wait.
Yeah, you were there 2016.
2017. No, 2017 January. I was there.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Okay, so maybe I'm being mistaken.
Yeah, it's still, yeah.
But yeah, it's like a lot of people that now you see them on the independents and doing like very good things. But I was super happy, and I wanted to sign next time when I came to the States. I did that. I dealt with my paperwork. So from Ohio, I moved to Georgia. And I'm going back and forth. But in 2016, I paid my tuition and all that, and that's when Air Fox took it over. Then they moved to the newer location. And yeah, man, it was fun, and I don't regret any of it. It's like I was pretty comfortable back home in Bulgaria. I had like a pretty comfortable life from a small hometown, but I changed being comfortable and being in your comfort zone for something that I really want to do, and I'm so glad that I did, because with the A4 it feels like a family away from my real family, and yeah, man, I don't regret anything. So it has been going good so far. Ayo!
That's what it's all about, man.
Yeah, didn't want to bore anybody, but that's it. The reality.
Real story of Damien Tangra.
Yes, and I feel like if you guys want to wrap it up, I think we got a lot of material that we went through.
Yeah, man. Just talking.
Just talking.
Dude, if you're listening, thanks for listening. Hell yeah.
Yes.
Hopefully that this made the time pass by on the road trip for me so far. I was ready to keep going. But
Bob's driving.
But hopefully that we can make some road trips easier. Or hopefully if you got some bullshit you got to do, you can put us on in the background and maybe laugh or learn something, or something like that.
Yeah. At least listen to us when you take a poop.
Oh yeah,
It's something
for the poops. We'll divide it up into little poop highlight reels.
Poop highlight reels.
Like little 2 to 5 minute videos of like the specific content you really want to hear. We'll call those the poop highlight videos.
That's a thing. That's a niche. I don't know if anybody does that. But King Garuda, where can we find you on your social media?
Instagram at King_Garuda, and Twitter at King Garuda _. So yeah, follow me, I'll follow back.
There you go. How about you, Mr. Bobby Flaco, the ACW Cruiserweight Champion?
Bob's here 4 is the Instagram. Bobby Flaco WWA4 is the Twitter, and just Bobby Flaco is the Facebook.
Yes, sir. And you can follow me on Instagram at Damien Tangra. I believe Twitter is the same thing, at Damien Tangra. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel if you want to listen to more podcasts or just watch some of my wrestling matches. And thank you very much for listening to us, guys. How do you say something in Spanish?
Órale, ahí nos vemos para la próxima. Sácacheles para la próxima, güey. No había esta vez, güey.
Sí, señor. Do wish, Have a good day.
Schnitzka. Bye.